New York City stands out as one of the liveliest and energetic metropolises in the United States, serving as a prominent center for both entertainment and finance, with a diverse and culturally rich environment featuring various architectural styles and artistic expressions. The city boasts numerous iconic landmarks that make it challenging to select just a handful. If you're considering a visit, Top Secret Travel Tips has curated a list of must-see famous landmarks. First on our list is Times Square, New York. Distinguished as the crossroads of the world, Times Square evolved into a cultural center replete with theaters, music halls, and luxurious hotels. Rapidly transforming into New York's agora, it became a gathering place for anticipating and commemorating significant events, ranging from World Series victories to presidential elections. Then we'll hop into a taxi and go to Central Park, a celebrated man-made public park situated in Manhattan. Its initial intent was to offer city residents a state of the countryside, a sanctuary to escape the urban hustle, commune with nature, and connect with fellow New Yorkers. Even after more than 150 years, the park continues to fulfill this vital role, welcoming visitors and adapting to incorporate modern recreational activities, attracting a staggering 42 million annual visits. Central Park stands as one of the most frequented urban parks in the nation and a premier destination in New York City. Recognized as a masterpiece of landscape architecture, it holds the distinction of being a National Historic Landmark since 1963 and a scenic landscape of the city of New York since 1974. Another one of the most iconic and widely recognized landmarks in New York is Statue of Liberty. It is typically a must-see for first-time visitors to the city. Originally conceived as a symbol of friendship between France and the US, as well as a representation of their shared commitment to liberty and the commemoration of the end of slavery following the US Civil War. The Statue of Liberty holds immense historical significance. Globally renowned, it is often considered a symbol not only of New York City but also of the entire United States. Dominating the New York City skyline, the Empire State Building stands as the most prominent and easily recognizable feature, presently holding the title of the fourth tallest building in New York City, the sixth tallest in the United States, and the 43rd tallest globally. It commands a significant presence. In a notable study conducted in 2011, Cornell University researchers examined millions of photographs, ultimately determining that the Empire State Building holds the distinction of being the most photographed building in the world. And at the heart of the reconstruction efforts at Ground Zero, the One World Trade Center's entire area serves as a poignant tribute to the lives lost on September 11. The objective is to establish an environment that faithfully recaptures what existed before the devastating events, aiming to pay sincere homage to the individuals whose lives were tragically taken. Then we have Rockefeller Center. Situated in Midtown Manhattan, the Rockefeller Center is an expansive commercial complex comprising 19 buildings. A popular attraction for both tourists and locals is the ice skating rink, drawing over 500,000 visitors annually who come to skate and enjoy people watching. The Rockefeller Center is not only known for its skating rink, but also houses notable landmarks such as the top of the Rock Observation Deck, NBC Studios, Radio City Music Hall, and various other attractions. We also have this iconic landmark in New York City and globally renowned Grand Central Station stands as one of the most famous transportation hubs, serving a vital center for commuters in the city. It has also become a sought-after destination for tourists. Architecturally impressive, Grand Central Station boasts intricate details and a commanding facade. As the largest train station globally, it spans an expanse of 49 acres, featuring 44 platforms and 67 tracks spread across 2 levels. Noteworthy for its vast scale, it holds the distinction of being the world's largest train station in terms of both the number of platforms and the area it occupies. Next up is the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, commonly known as the Met, stands as one of the world's largest and most distinguished art museums. Its extensive collection spans 5,000 years of global culture, encompassing prehistory to the contemporary era and representing diverse regions across the world. The Met holds significant collections of Egyptian, Babylonian, Assyrian, East Asian, Middle Eastern, Greek and Roman, European, Pre-Columbian, New Guinean, Islamic, and American art. The diverse array includes architecture, sculpture, painting, drawings, calligraphy, prints, photographs, glass, bronzes, ceramics, textiles, metalwork, lacquer work, furniture, period rooms, arms and armor, and musical instruments. Let's now head to not a building, not a statue, but a bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge. Designed by John A. Roebling, construction on the Brooklyn Bridge commenced in 1869 and concluded in 1883. At its completion, it held the distinction of being the world's longest suspension bridge. Noted for its distinctive stone arches, the Brooklyn Bridge accommodates 6 lanes for vehicles excluding trucks and features a shared path for pedestrians and cyclists. Heading off now to 42nd Street. A significant crosstown street in Manhattan, New York City, spanning the entire width of Midtown Manhattan from Turtle Bay on the East River to Hell's Kitchen at the Hudson River on the west side, is known as 42nd Street. This street is home to some of New York's most iconic landmarks, including the United Nations headquarters, the Chrysler Building, Grand Central Terminal, the New York Public Library main branch, Times Square, and the Port Authority bus terminal. Renowned for its theaters, particularly in the vicinity of Times Square where it intersects with Broadway. 42nd Street is also associated with the theater district and at times the red light district near that intersection. Now to the notable library in NYC, New York Public Library main branch. A visit to the New York Public Library main branch is highly recommended, allowing you to appreciate the stunning marble facades and intricate woodwork. This iconic location is also the residence of the Museum of Modern Art, established in 1929 within the building's basement. The library is widely recognized for its exceptional historical collections and its dedication to offering free and equitable access to its resources. And then we have Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. Located on the Upper East Side of Manhattan in New York City, the Guggenheim Museum is a globally acclaimed art institution. An embodiment of modernism, its distinctive architecture features a spiral ramp leading to a domed skylight, offering a thrilling experience for visitors and a distinctive space for the display of contemporary art. Founded by the collector and philanthropist Solomon R. Guggenheim, the museum houses his extensive collection encompassing over 8,000 paintings, sculptures, and works on paper spanning the period from 1905 to 1966. Have you heard of a famous street? Visit iconic Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue is arguably the most famous street in the entire country, traversing the entirety of Manhattan from north to south. Renowned for its upscale retail spaces, it is a home to many high-end establishments. This iconic avenue boasts several historical landmarks, including Central Park, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and the Plaza Hotel. Serving as a major and prominent thoroughfare in the borough of Manhattan in New York City, Fifth Avenue stretches from Washington Square Park in Greenwich Village to West 143rd Street in Harlem. Notably, it stands as one of the most expensive shopping streets in the world. We are now down to the second to the last famous landmark. Flatiron Building. The Flatiron Building is a distinctive 22-story steel-framed structure characterized by a wedge-shaped design that seamlessly fits into its triangular plot on Broadway and Fifth Avenue. Recognizable from its appearances in films such as Godzilla and the Spider-Man trilogy, the building's name, Flatiron, is derived from its resemblance to clothing irons from the early 20th century. Standing at a height of 285 feet, the building is particularly narrow at its peak, measuring just 6.5 feet in width. This unique architectural feature adds to the building's iconic and memorable presence in the New York City skyline. And finally, Ellis Island. Ellis Island holds a significant place in history as it paved the way for millions of immigrants to enter the United States, ultimately becoming an iconic landmark in New York City. The island officially opened its doors to immigrants on January 1, 1892, swiftly establishing itself as a popular destination for those in search of a fresh start in life. Despite its relatively modest size on a map, Ellis Island stands as an unparalleled symbol in American history, having welcomed over 20 million immigrants. Today, it has been transformed into a museum, inviting visitors to explore and learn more about America's past and its pivotal role in providing a welcoming haven for people from diverse corners of the world. We hope you find the information helpful. New York City indeed offers a wealth of iconic landmarks to explore, whether it's historical sites, cultural institutions, or architectural marvels. There's something for every visitor to appreciate. Until next time, happy travels!